you're looking for a new construction, brand spanking new single family home for under $900,000, I've got a project for you that you're going to want to check out. Stick around to get all the details. See you on the other side. All right, guys, like I mentioned in this video, we are going to cover Ho'opili's newest project known as Molehu, which is offering up single family home CPR properties, and we'll go over what that means, for under $900,000. These are single family home CPR properties that are between 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom, 1,200 to 1,400 square feet, offering single and 2-car garages. Now, before we jump into this, if this is your first time here, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Patrick Long. I'm a licensed real estate agent out here in Hawaii and have been for nearly a decade, helping buyers, sellers, and investors with their real estate needs. With that being said, let's get into these newest project, Molehu, offered at Ho'opili. Now, if you've been living under a rock, you know that Ho'opili has been pumping out these brand spanking new homes, anything from condos, townhomes, and single family homes located in the Ewa area. I believe their master plan is to build over 25,000 homes, and they have been doing it for a while now, but their newest project is known as Molehu. Now, Ho'opili does offer a lot. Not only is the location very convenient, very close to the HART rail, which is a story in itself, but as of now is running to Pearl City. So you have the convenience of being able to use the HART rail, which is right down the street. They have plenty of businesses in the area, whether it's an ice cream shop, a coffee shop, and they're building more businesses to support that master community, as well as plenty of parks, the Soho Community Center with a pool, a rec center, as well as a couple schools that will help support the community that's going to be living in Ho'opili. And not to mention the convenience to the freeway, which is just a few minutes away, a couple malls like Ali'i, which is one of the best outdoor malls in the area, and a bunch of the convenience of having your Foodlands, your Costco's, your Home Depots only a couple minutes away. So that is Ho'opili in a nutshell if you weren't aware of this new development. But today we are going to talk about Molehu, which is their newest development offering single family home CPR properties for under $900,000. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I've got my contact information right here, or you can directly DM me on any of my social media platforms. With that being said, let's jump into Molehu, some of the models, pricing, and everything you need to know. So the first thing you need to understand is these are single family home CPR properties. Now, CPR stands for condominium property regime, which basically means there's going to be a shared amenity of some sort. Now, these properties are all essentially separated like a single family home. The CPR part is that the side of your home is actually going to serve as a fence for your neighbor next door. So this is what we call a zero lot line, where there basically is no complete separation like a normal single family home that has your fence around the entire perimeter, and then your property next door is located there. The side of your property, the wall there, is actually going to serve as a fence for your neighbors. So you can kind of see that in the video right here, where the wall is serving as a fence for your neighbor next door. So you always want to make sure you're good with your neighbors, because one of your walls will serve as a fence for them. Now that we got that out of the way, let's take a look at what some of these models are, what they offer, price points, sizes, and things of that nature. So the first model we're going to go over is known as Alohi or Plan 12. Now, this property as of now is listed at around $867,000. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage, 2-story, and has a living square footage of 1,220 square feet. Now let's do a walkthrough of the property so you can take a look at it. So as you saw in this property, what I really like about it is not only the backyard space, but more specifically the kitchen layout. The kitchen is more of an open concept, which really invites the living room, the kitchen to be somewhat of one space. So if you're entertaining and you're cooking, you can have people in the living room while you're cooking, or have the kids eating at the island bar there. Also, it does have the 2-car garage, which is amazing if you have lots of storage that you have, or plenty of cars that you want to keep out of the hot Ewa Beach sun. The second model we're going to go over is known as Hoku, or Plan 14. This is currently listed at $878,000. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1-car garage, 2 stories with 1,367 square feet. So let's do a walkthrough of this beautiful property. So as you saw in this model, we only have 1-car garage, but you do have that carport, so you could probably fit a fair amount of different vehicles in there and utilize the storage space in the garage if you so choose. Now the kitchen layout is a bit different from the Alohi. It's more of an alleyway just to utilize the space to the best of their ability. That's the way the developers made it. Now, this isn't my best or favorite choice because of the way of the kitchen, but what I do like is that the laundry area is located upstairs, and it's kind of makes more sense and is more cohesive with all the living areas being upstairs, that if you have your dirty clothes, you don't have to go downstairs and come back upstairs. It's all in one place. Now, the higher price point is generally because of the extra about 100 square feet that you get compared to the Alohi, but you do lose a 1 spot in that garage. You get a 1-car garage compared to a 2-car garage. Now, the third model we're going to go over is known as Wena, or Plan 10. Now, this is currently listed at $882,000. This is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage, 2-story home with 1,254 living square footage. So let's take a look at this beautiful floor plan. So as you saw in this floor plan, very similar to the Alohi model with that open concept kitchen, laundry area down below, as well as the 2-car garage, but you do have that extra 4th bedroom, which is going to be the main reason for that price point of $882,000. Now the 4th model we're going to go into is Mahina. Mahina, known as Plan 13, is listed currently at $893,000-ish. This is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1-car garage, 2 stories, and our largest living square footage of about 1,400 square feet. Now this model, very similar to our Hoku, has that alleyway kitchen, but you do get that 4th bedroom and a bit more square footage. Now comparing them all side by side, you'll see that the price point really fluctuates based on the square footage. It's just really dependent on which model or layout you actually like. Me personally, I'm more of a fan of having a 2-car garage and having that open concept. So I'm more of a fan of the Alohi model or Wena, but to each their own. And of course, you'll see that there's going to be some pricing differences based on the square footage that you need for you and your family. Now, the best part about this development right now is, as of now, in about November, mid-November, they are offering some amazing incentives. So if you use their in-house lender, you can get yourself an interest rate if you're using a VA loan at 4.99%, which is insane, where we're seeing rates currently floating in the 7%. And if you're using conventional, you could expect to get a rate with their in-house lender between 5.25 and 5.5, which again is a smoking deal for not only the price point, a brand new home, but having an interest rate at that rate when we're seeing 7% interest rates right now in mid of November. So if you want to get more details on your incentives, these models, or anything in regards to real estate, I'd be happy to help you. I've worked with them a lot. I know the sales reps really well, and the process is a little bit different than a normal transaction. So you want to work with somebody who's looking out in your best interest. So I'd happy to be that person. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Got my contact information right here, or you can directly DM me on any of my social media platforms. With that being said, I'm Patrick with PatrickLonelyRealty.com, powered by eXp Realty. Hope you have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon. Aloha.